Hello and welcome back. Doing another kind of an unboxing. These have already been unboxed, but I did want to show you some items that I got off of TEMU. First, I'm going to show you this really cool t-shirt. I may have shown this before. I've had it for a little while, but it is relevant to the auction. The hat, less so, because I don't actually have any Masters of the Universe hats. They don't really even make them. So that's a situation I plan to rectify myself in the near future by possibly making some custom ones. I think that could be a really cool idea, but that's a video for another time. So I did go with the Marshall Brave Star. This is one that I wore to FanX and actually got featured on the local news in that whole get up with my lovely wife. And it's going to be coming back this year. She's going to actually be 30-30 this go round, like she was at Anime Bonsai last October. But what I'm here to show you today are some signs that I got off of a website that I had been calling TEMU up until the Super Bowl when they ran their ad, and everybody on the ads pronounced it TEMU. So whichever you prefer, TEMU, if you haven't ever shopped there, they do have some crazy good deals. And these signs that I'm going to start showing to you, I put them in order kind of from my favorite, from my least favorite. Now, I do like them all. I wouldn't have ordered them, but probably from my least favorite to my most favorite, which my most favorite came today, and unfortunately has a few little dents in it, but it's not super noticeable, but I will show that to you. It is something to be made aware of because these are quite thin. But without further ado, let me kind of jump in and show you what ones I got. All right, so this first one, and I promise I will get these flipped around and show you some close-ups of them all. This is probably, again, I like them all, but of the ones I got, maybe my least favorite. I do like that it's got Hordax group on there. But you see He-Man and She-Ra on the front. You've got Man-at-Arms, Teela, Battle Cat, looks like Triclops, Beastman, and Webstore, which is kind of obscure being with the Hordak group. I mean, I know Skeletor's here too. But Webstore, who's one that I actually, a character that as much I don't like spiders, I really like Webstore, so I thought it was cool he was there. But you also have Leech, Mantena, and I believe this is Shadow Caster. Man, that's bad, I can't remember. But then you've got Bo, one of the other Princesses of Power, and her horse, Swiftwind. Pretty sure that's right. Is it her horse or Bo's? Anyway, so that one's pretty cool. Probably of the ones I got, would put it near the bottom. This is really cool because it's the first wave 1, 1982. My very favorite Stratos on here. We're going to be cosplaying He-Man and Skeletor to FanX, my wife and I, and then I'm going to do Man-at-Arms with a surprise character for the little lady. More to come on that. Still in development. It's not Teela. I tell you, she's not in this Wave 1 picture. Maybe it's not even a she. Just have to wait and see. But so that's Wave 1. So that would have been basically the card back, right, for the first Masters of the Universe action figures that came out. I call them dolls. It drives my brother nuts. So we're going to say action figures for the purpose of this video. Let me pause right here and grab the next sign. Probably sound like a broken record, but sometimes I pause my camera, my phone, just to make sure it doesn't do anything weird, shut off partway through, or which has happened, and so that's why sometimes there's those little breaks in the action. This one I really like because it has some more of the obscure, again, characters whom I really like a lot of. Obviously, like I said, Stratos is my favorite, but you can see on here the Rock guys, Stone Dar and Rock-On, I want to say are their names. I like Fisto, Roboto, Extendar. So there's some really cool Clamp Champs up here. Mossman, I think that's Mossman. It's a kind of a different Man-at-Arms, but again, close-ups to follow. I really like that one. So now I got to find a place, to put these all up. And then this is the one that came today. You may not be able to see. It has got some kind of dents and sort of, they just ship everything together, and I order a bunch of stuff. You have to order at least $15 worth of stuff. If I haven't mentioned, these signs average about $5 a piece. So they're anywhere from about 4 to like 6 and change. So call them $5 a piece. If you want to know any of the specific ones, of course, you can just get on TEMU and check it out, or you can reach out to me and I'll happily look it up for you because I just got all these within the last few days. This one I really like. You can tell it's just, when I show you the close-up, you'll know more what I'm talking about here, but you can tell it's just been like scanned. I'm guessing, I think this was probably from some toy promo of some kind, because it does have all of their names. It's just they're super hard to read because it's not like a high quality scan. The back of this will show you some of those dents that are in this. Again, not noticeable really up when it's up on the wall, but these are quite thin, so there is that possibility that that will happen. You can kind of bend and flex them out more. But like I said, I'm going to get the camera flipped around so I can show you these up close. I'll start and work my way backwards because it'll be fresh in my mind what I wanted to say about this one. Of note, I really like that it's Thunder Punch and Dragon Blaster Skeletor. One of my favorites. I really want to get the re-release. We all had almost all of the old MOTU as kids, me and my two brothers. So we have the original one. He's pretty expensive now, or at least parts of him are, especially like the lock that holds his dragon on. But anyway, video for another time. I know I'm kind of digressing. Let me get this flipped around, and then we'll wrap up and call it a day. All right, so I did want to give you some close-ups of these. My light's going to create quite a glare here, unfortunately, but let me see if I can turn it a little. So I did want to show you kind of up close. You can see the names of the characters are there, but they're like super blurred because this just isn't like a high quality scanned in image, but pretty cool nonetheless. You got Snake Mountain up here, you got Castle Grayskull, you got Fright Zone. So I think that one's my favorite. You're a little bit bummed that it was dented again. I realize it's not super noticeable, but I noticed it. So again, this one, I will say the other character that my wife is going to cosplay is in this picture. So, and then you got the wave one. My cape is falling down on the chair here. Getting a nice glare on this one. Oh, the light shut off anyway. There we go. All the first wave figs, and then you got Secret of the Sword. I think this is a movie, so my bad for not knowing for sure, but I believe it is a animated film that introduces She-Ra and Hordak and the lot. But I could be wrong. I could be mistaken on that for sure. It's happened before. So that is those. Let's get flipped around. All right, and so that's going to just about do it today here for the reveal and review of these tin signs from TEMU. Masters of the Universe, MOTU, He-Man, whatever name you choose. It was an 80s fave. Great cartoon and toy line. Of note, I actually just got the complete series He-Man and She-Ra original series DVDs from Amazon. They just dropped that off a few minutes ago. So excited to go back and watch some of those, again, or probably several of them for the first time. But let me know down in the comments what you think about these signs. If you've ordered any or had any kind of experience, good or bad, from TEMU. I do a lot of ordering through them, AliExpress. Not as much with like Wish and some of those anymore. But anyway, so let me know what your experience has been with those. Thanks as always for watching and being a subscriber to the channel if you are. If you're not, hopefully you'll consider being one, becoming one. It's super easy. Just click on that subscribe button. But you know what? More than any of all of that, I just hope you have yourself a great day. And so thanks again for watching, and we will look forward to seeing you next time around.